one of the feelings that was problematic for me in my drinking and has been something that I need to constantly be very mindful of in my sobriety is anxiety and fear. And so I for me, how that shows up in my body is I get really, really tight in my heart, and it feels like I've got a vice just squeezing in my chest, and it's almost sometimes paralyzing. And how that shows up in my day to day life is that I can't always get the things done that I want to get done, or I feel overwhelmed and need more breaks often. And I, like many of us, don't have the schedule that allows for bigger mental health breaks because, we got things we got to do. But then I had a perspective shift. So when I would feel anxiety, fear, negativity creeping in, I would try to block it, to distract myself from feeling it, to just find a way to, just get past it. And of course, that didn't work. That created more of this. And then recently, this is what I did. I felt anxiety come. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but this is what I did. I said, "Hi, anxiety. Welcome back. How can I help you?" And then I just stayed in the moment and I held space for anxiety to come through the door and to go up to her room in this bed and breakfast that is myself and make herself comfortable. But what happened as a result of my welcoming in anxiety is that it immediately lessened the harsh impact of her arrival. And I thought about it later. And so this is what actually happened. I named the feeling and I welcomed it in, and I offered how I could be of assistance to it. So in essence, I turned the feeling into a guest in my home. And it shifted my perspective from feeling like a victim of anxiety to a nurturer where I could be of service to this feeling. Ever since I started doing that, and sometimes I wasn't successful, but in the times where I had the presence of mind to actively stop, name, welcome, and invite whatever negative feelings were going on in my life at the time, I was able to stop almost in a nanosecond the victim mentality and turn into a higher perspective, nurturing self, which allowed me to stay in the moment, to stay present, and to do the things that I need to do in my day. And if I felt more overwhelmed, I did stop and I did take a mental health moment. But it was often the case that after a couple of minutes, I was able to move forward. And then when I no longer felt that anxiety, I knew that she left. And I know she's going to come back. And I know all the negative feelings are going to come back. But what I'm going to remember is that they are welcome. They can stay as long as they want. And I'm their safe place. And that's okay. Anxiety is okay. Fear is okay. And I'm going to be okay.